Hello my friends, welcome to the channel. Today's a really interesting days, guys. I'm actually going to talk about Tudor watches, and I'm really excited to show you this watch, my friend. This is actually this is not a new piece, but I wanted to show you exactly what Rolex and Tudor is supposed to mean, and I'm actually really excited. This is a very vintage and very collectible watch, my friend. This is a Tudor piece. This is a vintage watch, and I don't want to give you too much information because I really don't have a lot of information since the retail price at that time and all that stuff, but I really wanted to give you a closer look to one of the watches and how Tudor used to look in the future, and now how Tudor looks, how Tudor used to look in the past, and now what Tudor is in the future. So I'm really excited because these pieces are very hard to find. You don't find these pieces, and especially in these conditions, it's really rare. So for that, I wanted to give you, first of all, guys, thank you very much for the support of the channel. I'm really trying to get to 5,000 subscribers. So if you really enjoyed this channel, I would really appreciate for you to give us a like, subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're doing a giveaway. So once we hit 5,000 subscribers, I'm going to give away a Mont Blanc pen. I know it's not much, but let's see how it goes, and hopefully in the future I can continue doing more stuff like this. So guys, also, feel free to join the Discord group. I know I always tell you that in my videos, guys, but this is a really cool feature that we can always learn and talk together, and be on top of the market, give advices, whatever it is. You can ask questions, and of course the point of the channel is that we're all trying to learn together. So really excited to show you the watch, and I don't want to bore you too much. I think that's enough. Let's take a look at this beautiful Tudor classic vintage piece, and of course I'm going to give you a little bit more of background on this watch, guys. So that's it. Let's take a look at this beautiful Tudor vintage watch. Hello my friends, welcome to the channel. And if you guys already seen the video, I guess today, well, actually is vintage week. So you guys already saw the last video that I posted during the week. It was actually on Tuesday, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, Tuesdays and Saturdays. That's when I try to post the videos, guys. Sorry if I don't do it all the time, but I guess sometimes I get busy and stuff happens. So it's vintage weekend, guys. Last time I posted the video of a very cool vintage Daytona. This is I think the reference number is 6263. It's one of the of course super collectible watches, and very well, at the end of the day, whatever, that's not the point of the video. I wanted to talk about the Tudor watch that you guys are already looking into the screen, and this is a very interesting watch, guys, if you can see. And I wanted to start first the video saying that if you guys can see in the video that I'm showing you guys, this is actually a Tudor watch. If I'm not mistaken, should be probably from the 60s, 70s. And the most interesting part of it, it's if you guys can see the parts, the Rolex parts into the watch. And this is one of the things that I always talk to my customers. That's the type of quality you guys are getting in these models, in these particular watches, especially in Tudor pieces. It's Rolex quality, guys. And a lot of people complain that says, oh, it's because this watch looks very similar to a Rolex and this and that. And at the end of the day, that's the point of the watch. That's the point of the brand, and that's the point of Tudor pieces. They're supposed to look like Rolex, but they are supposed to look like vintage Rolexes. And some of them have their own identity, like personally the one that I love and I personally own is the Black Bay 58 silver case. And I love it because, of course, they have their own identity. This is something that Rolex might never going to do. Or at least I don't want to say never, because they're always going to surprise us. But this is an open case, it's 39 millimeters, kind of like a sporty watch in a different type of bracelet. Also comes, of course, it's a sterling silver case. It's something we have never seen on this type of watch, especially in Rolex, at least not that I remember. I don't know, in the 30s, 40s, 50s, maybe they did. But as far as I know, I don't know. So I never seen them before. So I'm really excited to show you guys this Tudor watch. And it's called the Rotor, if I'm not mistaken. But it's practically a Rolex. It's a Rolex clasp, Rolex crown, Rolex bracelet, Rolex case, Rolex bag. The only difference will be practically the dial that it says Tudor, and of course the mechanism. That is something, it's a third-party movement, and they do that so they can keep the cost lower and not going up to like you know, increasing the price like a Rolex, especially, you know, that those are in-house movements. But in Tudor watches, the only difference will be just a few seconds on quality and precision between Rolex and Tudor. But at the end of the day, I personally don't even notice, so I wouldn't really care. But guys, the point of the video is you guys can see, this is a Tudor watch that's practically a Rolex. So those are the type of quality you guys are getting in these watches. So very nice looking pieces, very great quality. These are watches forever. And that I love about this particular watch that I'm showing you guys is actually the bracelet. This is something also that I will have never seen in Rolex, at least know that I remember. And it's a stretchable kind of bracelet that is very interesting and very different. And what I love about it is like you guys don't see this type of quality on the watches, especially like if you find one, I'm probably going to sure, or whatever it's pronounced, you will not going to find another watch in these conditions like this. So this is amazing, guys. Tudor brand, in my personal opinion, this is a brand for the future. I think they're really growing. I think we're heading, at least they're heading to a great place. And I think we're going to see this brand going up in demand. I don't want to say in price because we don't know what's going to happen to the market, but I think it's going to increase in demand. And I've seen it already. I've seen a lot of customers trying to find Tudors, especially GMTs, Black Bay 58s, and like this, guys. These are very collectible pieces, especially for collector's items. This is Tudor vintage with Rolex parts. Of course, they don't do that anymore, and they will never going to do that anymore because now they're trying to get their own identity. But in the past, they used to have this watch. They used to have everything together. You know, cases used to be together, promotions used to be together, even catalogs. They used to have Tudors and Rolex. So very interesting, something that probably we will never going to see again. But I'm really interested, and I'm really interested in Tudor, and I think its brand is going to be best. It's going to be great for the future. I think the demand is going up. You guys can see a good sign of it. I mean, of course, I don't encourage my customers to buy retail over in the gray market pieces, but of course we understand there's sometimes that pieces that are going to be only for the gray market, and unfortunately, you know, that's the market and that's the way it's going to be. But in some Tudor watches, especially the Chronos, Black Bay 58s, GMTs, and all other pieces, you guys can see it already on the gray market for even a little bit higher over the retail price, and sometimes even kind of like the same of retail price. If you see a watch pre-owned selling for what you pay for it, I think that's a good sign of the watch. I think that's a good sign for the future, and I think it's a good sign for the demand of these pieces, and I think it's going to increase with time, and I'm really excited to be there and be part of the market. So let's see how it's going to be, guys. I'm really excited to see how Tudor is going to be in the future. So I think that's pretty much it, guys. I don't want to bore you too much. I just wanted to give you access to this watch so you guys can see how an actual Tudor watch from the past used to be and used to look, and it's amazing. And I think it's something very different that we're not going to see again. So this is a very collectible piece. It's super collectible, just like I'd say. Not sure what's the price in the gray market, but what I can assure you, the person who let me record this watch, he paid less than $1,000 for this watch a long time ago. So he doesn't even wear it. He just kept it in the safe. You know, he let me record the watch, so I'm really excited for that. And of course, I'm really excited, guys, to give you the access to this. So hopefully you do enjoy, and if you like it, if you enjoy it, for sure, give us a like, subscribe to the YouTube channel, join the Discord group. It's free, and of course, it's going to help us a lot. So I think that's pretty much it, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoy the video. Thank you for the support. See you guys in the next video, or see you guys at the store. So thank you very much. Bye.